Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Stafford going to give it to Swift, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running is Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Following the interception, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
45-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
22, on 4th down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run with Bud. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to
on the sneak in Stafford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the carry, it's Bud. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Bawden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Folds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Defensively by Jeff Okudah.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 27. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Play action. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Lions 6, Bears nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Good for a Chicago Bears.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a run with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Montgomery.
At the Lions' 48-yard line.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. He's coming. Easy. Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game and half that might provide a psychological boost. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
59 mark, check, 59. Ricky. Mike, check, 59.
From the 50, Stafford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To number 81.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Able to slither by. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. He'll have a first down past the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
16.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Room here to run. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
32.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 45-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run on 1st down. Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watch 2, watch 2.
Jameis to throw it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Borden. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Here's Borden. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
DeAndre.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Jared Davis on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
On play action, Winston.
At the 42.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to bowl his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Winston now. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
The score, Bears 22, Lions 16.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Stafford on third down. And that is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Winston. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A 1-yard gain. Brings up
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Prater's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danny Trevathan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over.
42-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. He's at the 30, past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One last throw here for Stafford. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no